Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about my two largest gold companies and my favorite ones as well. The first one on the list is Alkane Resources. I think we've only mentioned this one time, but as you can see there, it's not had too much of a correction from April till now. It went from 1.8 Canadian dollars to now 1.3 Canadian dollars. But why on earth is it interesting though? First we're going to talk about they are projecting that they will then for the full year have produced 168,000 ounces of gold equivalent. They just keep performing. I really like it. Like the main reason I really like this company is the Buda Kaiser project, which we will talk about later. Obviously they have projects in Australia and in Sweden and they are producing and being profitable. Their main project as of now that are producing is the Björkdal, which is in Sweden, Tommingsley and Costerfield, which is in Australia. What is also very interesting is that you can see here with the Swedish one, they went from an all-in sustaining cost in US dollars $2,800 to $2,540. So it's going the right way, which is very nice. This is the one in Sweden, as you can see there. And obviously has some of the resources. This is the Tommingsley, which they have. Obviously that's more like an older information. That's from like June 2024, but like roughly back then it was 1.7. So now it's obviously a little less, but you know, somewhere in between like 1.3 and 1.5 million ounces of gold. But in the Swedish one, as you can see here, the Björkdal, the one underneath it, that one as of 2024 as well, had 1.9 million ounces of gold total, but obviously that's less now with the production, as you could see here earlier. They are produced this latest quarter 12,500 ounces of gold. The majority of that resource is probably still in place. This is the main reason why this company was picked over a couple of other ones. It's the Buda Kaiser. This is not producing, and as you can see here, it's the time frame of when they are starting is quite far. Like we are in 2026 now, and they are projecting that perhaps by 2033, nice number, they could start commissioning and getting started. So that's a long time, but you know, as you can see there, in gold equivalent ounces, 14.7 million ounces of gold equivalent. They have copper, as you can see there. Though in gold, that Buda Kaiser has 8.2 million ounces of gold, but the copper, they also have copper, which apparently equals to 3 billion pounds of copper. So tremendous resource. This is like a tremendously large project, and that's one of the main reasons I really like Alkane Resources. I don't think it's rallied as much as a lot of the other companies. It's profitable. They are improving both in Australia and in Sweden, so safe jurisdictions. It seems like a very nice company. I really like it. Let's go over to the next one. The next one, Orezone Gold. This is a company we have mentioned a couple of times before. The first time we mentioned it was spring 2025, so it's changed quite a bit since first time we mentioned it. What's the main change? They had an acquisition of Casa Berardi, so they have added a new project to the production where now they are producing both in Burkina Faso, which is in West Africa, and now also in Quebec, Canada. And the new project has 2.3 million ounces of gold in measured and indicated, as you can see there, and 1.2 million ounces of gold in reserves. So they are currently producing at both the projects. That's very nice. And what I really like about Orezone Gold is that after reading reports each quarter, like they are performing and they are doing what they're saying they were going to do. And I really like that. They aren't talking and talking, they are talking and then walking the walk. And I really like that. They seem like very competent, hardworking people, and I really like that. And as you can see there, earlier this year, they were almost at $3, now $2.1 Canadian as of today, 17th of July. What I really like, as you can see there, when we look at between Q1 and Q2 this year, at Bombaro, they produced most recently 38,000 ounces of gold, and the previous quarter they produced 37,500 ounces. So till now, just at the Bombaro project, they've produced over 75,000 ounces of gold, which is insane. What is also very nice is that at the Canadian one, they produced in the first quarter 1,200 ounces of gold, but now they've increased it to 20,000 ounces of gold during the latest quarter, which is fantastic. Obviously, as you can see there, these are like the guidelines for the Canadian project, which is that they have like an all-in sustaining cost between 26 26 and 2800. So they're still profitable. Gold is at like 3900. Just the Canadian one produce up to 65,000 ounces of gold. I really like the company, like they are continuously growing and performing. They're obviously increasing their production at the West African project in Burkina Faso. As of January 16th this year, they completed their stage 1 expansion, and obviously they are projecting that stage 2 will be completed by late Q3 this year, which means higher production at the West African. So just imagine, now that gold has had quite a correction, imagine the fact that this company grows and grows and is increasing their cash, the fact that they are increasing their revenue and increasing production. Imagine if they could do more acquisitions in the future. So that's very nice. These two were my favorite ones. I obviously really like Borealis and West Red Lake Gold Mines, which had a much better update most recently. So that's very reassuring that West Red Lake Gold Mines are improving. So I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.